Now the question arises, to what extent reading in second language classrooms can help make students good readers in their daily life? Because reading in daily life, I mean reading in second language or in English in daily life may be different from that of reading done in the second language classroom. So now we will look at to what extent the reading in the second language classrooms should be done in such a way as to make our students good readers in their daily life, so that they carry on its benefit in their social lives. Okay, so there are a few questions which need to be addressed, and which I was just wondering, and I'm just posing it for you to think. What does effective use of reading strategies involve? As we have already talked about metacognitive, cognitive, affective, social strategies. These combination of strategies, what they involve actually, and how the instruction, how you as second language teachers can integrate strategies into your classroom practice, into your pedagogical practice. So in this module, we will look at the relationship between instruction, second language instruction, and the teachability of the strategies in the classroom. So second language research suggests that there are a variety of methods. For example, grammar translation method, audiolingual, direct, and communicative method. So there are various, and some are effective and some are less effective. So within the use of these methods, how we can integrate strategies, right? So if largely the teachers are teaching reading through grammar translation, that might be less effective, because they'll be teaching about the grammatical structures. They won't be preparing students become strategic readers in terms of understanding meaning of unknown or unseen words. And if there is too much use of the dictionaries in the second language classroom, which is largely the main aspect of the grammar translation method, the meaning making efforts of the students may be compromised, and they may become less strategic in their approach to infer the meaning of a given text. And if the teachers just focus on the short texts to teach reading, and which is done on different topic, that might not be useful to develop strategic reading. This is what I'm talking in the light of current research taking place in second language acquisition. So if there is too much use of the comprehension questions, that may be a less effective approach in the second language classroom. So what's important is to develop reasoning amongst our students, and how they can learn vocabulary of different areas. This is what is required. So if largely the teaching is done through grammar translation method, this type of instruction may be little or less or not relevant to how we can train our students read in their daily life. So because reading in daily life has it has a range of purposes. I mean, sometimes we do reading for business purposes, sometimes we do reading for religious, economic, or just entertainment, pleasure purposes. So reading is all about comprehending the meaning and synthesizing the meaning, the main message of the writer. So how to organize that approach? If the main point which I want to emphasize in this module is, if reading is largely done through grammar translation method, through the too much use of dictionaries or involvement of the mother tongue, then we may not be developing strategic competence amongst our students. So in order to make them strategic, the second language instruction, I mean, you as language teachers need to be aware of that, to what extent we can make use of comprehension questions, to what extent we can develop reasoning amongst our students. So this is how teaching in the second language classroom, if we want to develop strategies, that needs to be balanced, and that needs to be well prepared and well informed by the research.